Welcome back, everyone, here to Bronx Talks. Today, we are going to be talking about Gerrit Cole and the unfortunate news that Yankees ace, last year's Cy Young winner, the game's best pitcher, in my opinion, Gerrit Cole, is getting an MRI on his elbow. And it's not good news because this guy, Gerrit Cole, is so crucial to the New York Yankees. He's almost the heart and soul of the team, him and Aaron Judge. And if the Yankees are going to win a World Series and want to accomplish the goals that they have, they're going to need Gerrit Cole to do that. And who knows what this could be? Anything elbow, anything MRI is really concerning, especially with a guy like Gerrit Cole, who's never really had many injury problems at all with the New York Yankees. It's very, very concerning. It's scary. And, it could be a number of things we don't know.
Yeah. So the issue kind of stemmed from Gerrit Cole just not being able to recover properly. He said, in his starts and his bullpens that he's thrown, where he's throwing, say, 45, 55 pitches, and he's kind of having similar experiencing recovering to that as if he were throwing 100 pitches in, say, the regular season. So that kind of sparked concern for Cole that he was being that fatigued and not recovering properly after spring training where you're really not throwing at all. So he's getting the MRI today. I don't know if he's getting it later, if he already has it, and we can expect the results. I believe it was Wednesday. That's what
Yeah, a
Boone
couple
said.
days. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's kind of it can mean a number of things, right? I mean, we're not going to go into the outcomes. I think you all know worst case scenario, and I think we all know best case scenario. It's nothing, but it is concerning. Um, I've and me and Ryan. It's funny because we were just talking about this yesterday. Our confidence level in the rotation, and Gerrit Cole was the one guy that we were able to say, at least we know what we're gonna get. And this guy is kind of like the glue. We don't know now. And, for all the question marks that we've had with guys in spring and Rodon and how their starts have gone, this is by far the most concerning thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I should also point out that Andy Martino did say that he's heard it's kind of precautionary. Gerrit Cole's MRI with the Yankees. It's not like it's an emergency or something like that. That's at least what he's saying, what he's heard from his sources and stuff like that. But regardless, it is very concerning. And it begs the question, what do the Yankees do from here? We saw a couple of guys on social media, Nestor Cortez and Marcus Stroman, say, hope to get Gerrit Cole back on the mound soon. Who knows? They could just be saying that. But in my own eyes, that like insinuated that even if it's a minute injury, it looks like he's going to miss some time. And like you said before, Christian, even if it's nothing, the Yankees are going to be extremely careful and extremely cautious with Gerrit Cole. And I bet they'll shut him down for a week, 2 weeks. Who knows? But what should the Yankees do from here? Blake Snell is still available somehow, some way. Although, who knows? It's gone on this long. The Yankees rumors with Blake Snell have looked like they've died down completely. We've heard rumors with the Yankees and Dylan Cease. Who knows if the Yankees want to part way with some of their guys like Spencer Jones? Do the Yankees go out there, make an emergency move, or do they bring in someone smaller for depth? But they're going to have to figure it out. And, if Gerrit Cole is going to miss opening day, Christian, I think it's going to be a battle for that fifth spot between Will Warren and Clayton Beeter, both of which pitched today and had very good outings, albeit spring training. But we don't know. We don't know. It's all up in the air. But once we find out what the situation looks like with Gerrit Cole, the wheels are going to start turning, and I think it could be a little hectic.
Yeah, I mean, there's the two sides of it, right? If he's fine and he's pitching opening day, then great, right? Then it was just a jump scare. and everything's going to be all right. If not, and there are levels to how long he's out for, right? I think it's one thing if maybe it was just sore, maybe he just didn't get into the swing of things properly. Say he misses, I don't know, a month, right? I think you're going to do all right. I mean, yeah, you're going to have Beater or Warren possibly as your fifth starter, and the depth could get shaky. It also is a question who is pitches on opening day. I think we all feel pretty good with Cole, in Houston on opening day. But after that, it feels a little weird to have potentially Carlos Rodon as our opening day starter, especially after last year. But I mean, we could live with that. But I mean, really, if it's 3 years to, sorry, not 3 years, 3 months to a year, or potentially something that could alter the season, then I think it's a guarantee that they have to go out and get someone. And I know it is a panic move, and I know panic moves aren't great. You shouldn't really think you shouldn't react, right? But you kind of have to. I mean, you went out and got Juan Soto for a year, and if you lose your ace, even for half the season, that's gonna kill you. So it's kind of like a hope and pray. But if I were Brian Cashman and the Yankees front office right now, I would be getting to work and on the phone with Boris, on the phone with other teams, because I mean, if Cole's out, you might be screwed simply because of your rotation.
Yeah, and you brought up panic move, and you don't want to live and die by a panic move. A star player goes down, or any player, you don't want to immediately bring in a backup. You want to utilize your depth. But Christian, the Yankees kind of brought this on themselves. They don't really have any depth besides their, five guys, relying on a couple minor league pitchers that are, going to make their debut at some point this season. I think it's a good scenario, and it's understandable for the Yankees to go out and make a panic move. To the magnitude they do that in terms of the pitcher they bring in, I have no idea. But it's certainly not good, and we just got to hope for the best and hope that Gerrit Cole's going to be okay. Because if he's not, and he's going to miss significant time, regardless of who the Yankees bring in, Cole's loss will certainly hurt this team.